What's going on, everybody? My name is C4, and as promised on this long weekend Monday, we are kicking off Pink Slips here, episode 1. Now, you probably should go watch the intro episode that we dropped on Saturday to understand what is going on, where Pink Slips is taking place in Madden 24, and that would explain why you're looking at, well, week 1 we got the Blues, and week 2 we have the Jags. Every team has relocated to Brazil to be a part of the Football Super League. Here are the squads. Some new, some old. Honestly, it was almost random. We have the Armadillos, the Aviators, the Bears, the Bison, the Black Knights, the Blues, the Bucks, the Bulls, Caps, Chargers, Condors, Cowboys, Desperados, Dolphins, Dragons, Dreadnoughts, Eagles, Golden Eagles, Huskies, Jaguars, Lumberjacks, Nighthawks, Packers, Raiders, Redwoods, Rivers Hogs, Saints, Shamrocks, Snowhawks, Steamers, Thunbirds, and the Tigers. Those make up the Super League, and we're all going to be competing for immortality to go down in history as the first ever champions of the Super League. But we got a long ways to go to do so because we are a 67 overall. And luckily, in the wild world of Pink Slips, you win games, you win players. It shouldn't be too long before we have a competitive squad. It also might be a little bit long. We got our 5 team captains. Anthony Richardson, Deuce Vaughn on the offensive side of the ball. Defense, we got Nolan Smith, Milton Williams, and there's something about this guy that stands out, Riley Moss at corner. Those are our 5 players that can't get poached in the world of Pink Slips. Because, Pink Slips, at the end of the day, it's win a game, win a player, lose a game, lose a player. However, for the newcomers to Pink Slips, we are not going to be exposed to losing players until we break a 75 overall threshold. Which means, I didn't do that to make it easier on me. I didn't do that to give me a fail-safe. I didn't do that to put this series in bubble wrap to make it easy, cookie cutter. Honestly, I'd say 85% of that is between really 67 overall and 75 overall. If we lose, there is a very small chance that I can even give away a player because the other team needs to have a worse player than a 67 or a 61 or however that breaks down, because all of our team captains that can't get stolen are the only players worth stealing anyways until we hit that 75 overall threshold. So that gives us a little bit of a grace period here to build some squad. We can only win players, but as soon as we hit that 75 overall, the floodgates open, and usually those are probably the couple really big episodes you don't want to miss because things get really intense once that happens. But we have a little bit of a grace period here where we can lose worry-free. It takes, I don't know, man. I'll tell you right now, I played the preseason just for fun, just to get just warmed up. I wasn't really planning on, putting that in today's video unless there was something really funny or someone broke out. It was so hard. It was bad, man. I got sacked 12 times almost every it was just, I had to scrap it. I was like, this is gonna be 45 minutes of me screaming and losing my mind. So it makes the most sense right now, because I think this might be the hardest Pink Slips we've had in a minute, that we have that grace period of a 75 overall to be at risk of losing players. I do want to get into Pink Slips scoring and the spin the wheel before we get into the gameplay, because this is still introductory part 2, if you will, especially for the newcomers to Pink Slips. Welcome. Can't wait for the ride. I will say for our league settings, we are all Madden, and I'm using the exact same Mat 10 Mr. Hurricane slider set that we are using in the Cardinals franchise. But because this is kind of like our chill series, sometimes, the Pit Vipers make an appearance. You know what I mean? When we're playing, it's, if things get lame and not fun, not enjoyable, too frustrating, we can always knock it down to all pro and put a nice set of sliders on. Versus, in the Cardinals franchise, that is all Madden. We will run into that wall head first until we make it work. So we have the team understand. We met the league. We showed our setting. Hey, how about Pink scoring? So Pink Slips, at its foundation, win a game, win a player. Lose a game, lose a player. Here is the scoring grade that decides just what kind of upgrade. You have all these different scoring. I'll pop it up after every game when we win for the time being. There are a bunch of different parameters. This has been refined over multiple seasons, multiple Madden games. But as you can see, all those scores add up, and per every single star, it's a plus upgrade. So plus 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Those numbers equal what we can get for an upgrade. So if we have, for an example, a 3-star performance, that would give us a plus 6 upgrade. And for an example, a plus 6 upgrade would mean, say we want to go in here and upgrade Andy Isabella. We can go get, and the team we beat has a 76 wide receiver, we will send them Andy Isabella, cash in that +6 upgrade, and get that 76 wide receiver. But if you get a perfect 5-star performance, not only do you get a +10 upgrade, which is the highest upgrade you can get, you get an opportunity to spin the wheel. Now, this wheel works for a 5-star win and a 5-star loss. This is where I need your guys' feedback. Every year, I love pooling the room and seeing what upgrades you guys want to see. Every year, I take something that really worked, that was really fun, that was a hit, and we try to keep adding to the wheel and making the wheel as robust as we possibly can to make it just that crazy when we get the opportunity to spin a 5-star wheel. And here is what we're starting with for the winner and loser wheel, but I am 100% open to suggestions in the comments. So as it stands right now, here is our winning wheel. Pretty vanilla in terms of, like, I didn't come with some new heat. We have a +20 upgrade, which just doubles our +10. We roll that, we get to spend 20 points worth of upgrade over the team we just beat. We have dev trait increase, self-explanatory, get the up dev trait. We have the steroid system. That stands for the super tested elite recovery of injury drug system, which if we roll that, a player will get a +2 upgrade to every athletic attribute. Speed, acceleration, jumping, agility. It's a great one to have, especially for pink slips. That's kind of how we built our roster. We also have the Monstars ability. Remember Monstars for Space Jam? This was something we added last year. It was an absolute hit. If we roll this, just to give you an example, if we played the Jets with Aaron Rodgers and we beat them and we rolled the Monstar ability, what I would be able to do is take 2 of Aaron Rodgers' attributes and give it to my quarterback, Anthony Richardson. So I could take Aaron Rodgers' short accuracy and mid accuracy and give that to Anthony Richardson. That is gigantic. That is a gigantic upgrade. That is one that I love to roll. But the rule with the Monstars is you can only use it once per position per year. So if I get multiple 5-star spin the wheels, I get multiple Monstars, I can only use it on Anthony Richardson once. And if I roll it again, I have to use a different position. That just makes it so it's not super overpowered. But those are only 4 options, fellas. I like to have 5, I like to have 6. We can get 10. I will do 10. Let me know in the comments what other options you want to see added to the good 5-star spin the wheel. Now let's take a look at the bad one. So really, it's just kind of the inverse as it stands right now. We have +20, so the team that beats us would be able to upgrade 20 points. We have dev trait down, and if we rolled this, every player on our team would be added to a secondary wheel, and we would just straight up, or every player that has a dev trait would add to a secondary wheel, and then that would it'd just be random. I think that's kind of fair. We have the piss test, which is the inverse, where you would, test for substances that should not be allowed here in the Super League, and you'd have a -2 to all of your athletic attributes. And that also would be on a randomized wheel. And I'm not going to use this site. I just like the look of it. It's easily visual. But there's another site that can let me adjust the values of each widget. I'm going to make a very small, we'll say 5% chance of a retirement. If we roll that, it would open up to a second wheel where we would have every player on the roster. I don't know if we should include team captains. I think it should be every player. I think every player should be at risk of this rare retirement. But that's something that's going to be very, very small, unlikely, and if it ever happens, I think that will give us the kind of chaos we'd like to embrace in the wild world of pink slips. But again, definitely a lot more room for more widgets here on the loser wheel. If you have any good ideas, let me know in the comment section below. Now with all that out of the way, it is time to kick off pink slips. We're going to have to pretty much preview every single roster because it is a fantasy draft. It's not the NFL that you know and love. It's a new world. It's a Super League. So let's take a look here at our first opponent, the Blues. And understand outside of Dak Prescott, what do they got going on for them? And also, what players are potentially upgradable for us? We're going to be looking at guys that are high 60s, low 70s, as well as the guys that could potentially stunt on us. Look, we have fellow game changer Kurt Benkert here. I haven't met him at any of the EA events. I'm pretty sure he's probably pretty cool. I wonder what he thinks about slants and Canadians. That'd be pretty awesome. We got Dak Prescott, Javonte Williams, T. Higgins, Drake London. Not really seeing a lot of guys that look like realistic targets for us to go out and steal. Offensive line looks kind of average. I mean, they got Dak on offense, but on the defense, I guess Sam Williams, he's pretty kind of pink slippy pass rusher, 73, 89 speed, 91 acceleration. That's his off the field. We got Mozzie Smith, the rookie out of Michigan, 74 speed, 77 acceleration at 337, as well as 94 strength. That's a contender. Javon Dexter's also a contender, 68. That's a reasonable rating. I like our D tackles, though. We got Milton Williams as a team captain. He's 75. And then we got Adebaware. Yeah, maybe he's a tweener. He could always be a guy that we might look at. They got Josh Allen at pass rusher. Trenton Simpson is a pink slip player as well. Hidden dev linebacker, 70 overall, 91 speed, 95 acceleration, 89 hit power. Okay. Put this guy at the top. I'm here like we're going to win. If you saw any of the preseason games, that footage has been burned. That has been burned, and I buried it in the backyard. You saw it, and we're probably not winning many games this year. But if we do, Trenton Simpson, Mozzie Smith look like excellent contenders to potentially jump on here for the pink slip season. Not much, yeah. That's about it for the Blues. It's going to be a tough game, but I'm excited to get pink slip season here at Madden 24 underway with a boom. We're going to shock the world. We're going to get a 5-star performance, and we're going to steal away all the Blues' good players. We got a camp standout. This was Nolan Smith looking to continue to break out here. He was, we got Big Red there, looking not as big. He's not loving the water. He's drinking a lot of this Brazilian water. It's like, you know, when you go down south, if it's not pure, it just goes right through you. That's what happened, man, and he's slimming down. He got that Ozempic going on. We got our rookie quarterback. Big expectations. You got to give Dak the advantage. You got to say, you know, he has the veteran ability. He's been there, done that. He's not going to feel like this moment's too big. But you know what? Here's Anthony Richardson. Played, he lost to Vandy as the head coach of Florida. If you've ever played that game, Florida versus Vandy, you know you can handle that. You can handle the NFL. At Vandy, you kidding me? Our key to victory is going to be a dominating offense. There's a reason why we have selected Andy Reid as the head coach of us here in Pink Slips. It's because we need every advantage that we can potentially get for this squad. That's how much our backs are against the wall. And the best thing, Andy Reid's the best offensive mind in football. He's arguably one of the best of all time, but he's easily the best offensive mind in the NFL right now. Point blank period. Kyle Shanahan, no chance. McVay, no chance. It's Big Red. It's Andy Reid. And if someone is going to be able to foster and utilize all the tools that Anthony Richardson possesses, it's going to be Big Red, and we're going to put it all on display here against the Blues. Let's go. So we got some busy work here for week number 1. Some things, some people that want to talk about. We got Nolan Smith. He wants to break out. That's probably going to be our primary user on this team. Some combination Nolan Smith, and we'll find a linebacker that we'll get the most comfortable with. Likely Troy Anderson, but we're going to need him to absolutely step up. It's a tough game. We're going against Dak. They're going to want to throw the football. Lots of dink and dunks. So I think we're going to have to play really good defense here. We're going to have to stop Dak Prescott with the dink and dunks. So let's hold him less than 200 yards. That's going to be very, very difficult. If we do that, we're probably going to have a pretty good pink score in here. I think all things considered. Now we got to talk about Anthony Richardson. I want to see flashes. I played with Anthony Richardson before. We did a rebuild of the Indianapolis Colts. I will say, Kyler feels like a better scrambler for some reason, even though he's not even like the same planet of athlete. But I think this is going to be rough. I think Madden 24 Pink Slips is going to be very difficult because so much is won and lost in the trenches and our offensive line. We got guys that are barely over a 60 starting for us, but we do have a guy that behind the line of scrimmage can make a lot of plays, make a lot of guys miss, can probably operate with not the best offensive lines. It's just I'm prepared for a lot of sacks, a lot of picks, but hopefully also a lot of points. Let's go, Nolan. Heat up, buddy. 90-some speed coming off the edge. And over-pursued it. There we go. Orgy Anderson get the stop. Forces a 3rd and short. We got Jamal Williams here. I mean, obviously a great power back. We're going to do our best. Shoot the gap. Shoot the gap. Orgy brings him down. And the defense, debut, Madden 24 Picks defense gets off the field on the first drive. Let's go. Deuce gets lost in the sauce. Averaging over 10 yards a touchdown on this first drive. All right, first throw for Anthony Richardson. Kind of in a similar Gator uniform. He's used to blue and orange. What do we got? Isabella Melton, A.T. Perry, Musgrave. We can take it himself if we need to. There was nothing there. That's probably better. Sack's probably better than throwing it and getting a pick. Big hit, Troy Anderson. He's trying to remind everybody. Remember me from last year? Oh. It's close. Drake London. Okay. Let's go. Wasn't pretty, but gets off the field. Long field goal. First point of Pinks. They're going. I don't know. This is 50-something. Can we get the block? Hell of a kick. Man, just... Here we go. Completes a pass. Gets to... Who else? Deuce Vaughn! Gets smashed. But finally, the ball has gone forward. We're not just playing like a military academy. Running it. 3rd and 4. This might be our first good time to take off with Anthony Richardson if the quick throw's not here. Oh my god. Deuce Vaughn! Deuce Vaughn! Wide open! Let's go! First Pinks tutty! And it's team captain to team captain. Woo! Oh no, that's just bad. That's very poor tackling. Troy Anderson has to pursue back there and bail at the defense. Go Troy Anderson, PBU. He's covered up. He's locking down Mike Gesicki. Go 3rd and 4, Nolan Smith time. You got one move. Oh, we hit him with the blitz. And we force another punt. There we go. Easy does it. Gets to the second level. Halfway to Pink Slip scoring there. We're going to get that 100 yards rushing. Now we probably actually want to continue to hit him with the backfield to make sure we get 100 yards receiving. Goes a long way if you can run a slants to know the ceiling of your squad. Because if you know you can run this play with like a 70% hit rate. That's on me. Wait, what am I doing? Sitting here chatting. First game jitters. Now we just got like Shaka here. So we're gonna go. We're gonna go on the dig. But I think if people follow Musgrave and Vaughn, it's gonna open up a lane for us to take off here and run. Which it does. Boom. Oh no, dude. No way. No way. First time run with Anthony Richardson, he fumbles it. And that's a lame fumble. Oh no. Riley Moss cleans up with a big hit. Sloppy tackling. First down. Come on, someone get some pressure. Just 8 years to throw the football. And he didn't get both feet in. Only Dak would somehow make that catch harder on the receiver than it needed to be. 3rd and 9. Come on, Nolan. Just win once. 71 pitching a shutout right now. Oh, Nolan Smith almost on the ground. Who was that? Who just decided not to get the free pick 6? Look at this. 20. Who is that? 26. Who is 2-6? Unless there's someone huge, they are riding the bench. 2-6. Oh. Smoke Monday season. Oh, let's go Yaya Diaby. Great athlete, big-time athlete out of Louisville. Gets a sack. Troy Anderson, we're going to try to lock up Gesicki here a little bit. They go short. Riley Moss, great tackle. There's something about that guy that screams he'd be a solid technician when it comes to tackling. Third goal. Dare you throw at Troy Anderson. I dare you throw it at Troy Anderson.
Mine.
I dare you to throw it at Troy Anderson. Oh, baby. Pigs. Woo. We need Madden 24 slants. And look, no, just absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing, man. We are, I'm telling you right now, number one thing we are upgrading if we get any wins this year. Offensive line. It's a fun idea to have like, oh, let's have a really athletic off. They fucking suck, man. They suck. Oh, there we go. Nolan Smith. How did they not give him the full sack on that? Pink slips more than ever. It's already annoying. I already know. You play this, you get a sack on a guy you want, and then like literally someone kind of breeze on him, and they get credit with a half sack. But in pink slips, you need the full sacks for scoring. 2 sacks is worth half a star. Getting these half sacks, especially when you're like a, my go-to guy in terms of a pass rusher, it's brutal. But another good stop by our defense bails out the bad offensive line play and the bad decision-making of Anthony Richardson to take that sack. We're running this, we're going to call slants until we run at least one successfully. Like, there's no one. No one is getting separation. Let's open the second half here. Maybe Andy Reid's playbook's too complicated for our offense, but I don't know, man. Is there an offense that runs, like, simpler concepts? Because, like, we need quick throws. We need someone that is always open within, like, 2... Like, our Cardinals playbook would probably be awesome right now. Because our offensive line is shambolic, but we can actually complete passes with Kyler Murray. Right now, man, things are just taking way too long to set up. So we get our first down. That wasn't a broken play. Good keep feeding Deuce, man. He's getting close to 100 yards. We're going to bounce it out. You got one guy to make miss. Oh, he makes a miss. And he throws a stiff arm. They'll bite. And they do. And it Isabella makes a tough catch. Oh, we got here. We got Perry going deep. Dude, is everything a fumble? Can I not run with Anthony Richardson? Because that's going to make this boring and not fun. 2 runs, 2 fumbles. Anthony Richardson, huh? Okay. Certainly a way to have him play. Oh, Cannon. Musgrave. Wide open. And we are in the red zone. Deuce Vaughn. I'm going to go to the left. I don't want to run right to Josh Allen. Keeping Deuce Vaughn's hands. Come on. Oh, close to the first down. Oh, he's sucking wind, man. I'm a little nervous. Really want him to start just stacking tutties. At our O-line. His ugly head creeps up here again. I mean, they've done obviously they've created lanes for Deuce Vaughn, but push comes to shove. They are not a good offensive line, and we will settle for the points. We got Troy Anderson on a wideout.
Mine.
Oh, Hodges, what is Dak doing? Best thing Dak's done, he's got 2 tackles. Stop pick sixes. Wow. I like Musgrave here, one-on-one. If we can get it, give him a jump ball. I'll take that. What is he, 6'6", 260? I'll take that jump ball against probably anybody on that Blues team. There we go, Anthony Richardson, shutting out the haters a little bit. Troy Anderson! Oh my God. Having the game of a lifetime. TFL force a punt. Oh, Musgrave. Okay. Rookie tight end. Oregon State. And it needs to be said, Anthony Richardson is somehow 7 for 7. Oh my God, right over the linebacker. They didn't even jump. It's usually where you see super linebacker by Leighton Vander Esch. Guess we have 90, whatever he has, 95, 96 throw power. I got some zip. And with that, Musgrave's over 100 yards, which is half-star pink scoring. Usually in pink slips, we get like probably 3. It's very much like our Cardinals franchise. 3's probably the over-under. And we got Musgrave. This guy is a monster. We found ourselves our monster. And it's a tight end. We're like, what wide receiver's going to step up? And it's Musgrave at tight end. That is uncoverable. What a dive in PBU, Riley Moss. That Smoke Monday, ugly tackle. That could go down as a TFL there on Mike Gesicki. They're going to go for it. They kind of have to. All or nothing. 4th and 3. Troy Anderson got this. Oh, that's a tough grab. Oh, there you go. Garbage time. Classic Dak, right? Garbage time. Start to heat up.
Mine.
Dak is so bad. How is this a guy that wins MVP in the sim all the freaking time? I gotta figure where he's at for receiving yards. I feel like we're close to 100 for him. All right, 3rd and 2. We're gonna play action. We need 2 yards. Deuce Vaughn. Come on. Got him. Boom. There is 100 on the day. And hell yeah. I literally thought this was going to be the opposite. The exact opposite. Is this game different if Dak doesn't throw 3 of the worst picks I've ever seen? It might be, right? This might be a little bit of an inflated victory, but a 21-point victory for the team that is, what, 13, 14 points less overall. I will take that every day of the week. A masterclass by Big Red, Andy Reid, and his Bison. And this is the best start that we could have possibly had, because now we're going to see a little bit of pink slip scoring. You know, it would have been lame. It would have took us 4 or 5 episodes to finally win. Because for all the newcomers, you want to see what Pinks is about, getting the dub. We're going to calculate our score, and we're going to be able to steal a player here, at least in the first episode. All right, so to calculate the score, we won the game, and we won by 21 points, which gives us 2 stars right off the gate. We also had the turnover battle, which is worth a half star, so we're sitting at 2.5. Looking at our player stats, Anthony Richardson with 3 passing touchdowns gets a half star. We have, with Deuce Vaughn, getting a half star for 120 yards. He gets a half star for over 100 yards through the... That's 1 full star for Deuce Vaughn. We get 1 full star for Musgrave, who went over 100 yards receiving and had 2 receiving touchdowns. And on the defensive side of the ball, Troy Anderson, Hodges Tomlinson, and Moss, 3 interceptions. Each INT is worth a half star, so a full 1.5 stars. It gives us 6.5 stars. Now it's capped. We could, and sometimes I've had suggestions that we should count every single star that we win. I don't know. I feel old school. We always just cap it at 5 so that no singular win is that ridiculous. But a game 1, perfect. I did not see this coming from the preseason. Preseason, we got cooked. I got sacked every freaking play. But the guys know when it matters. Preseason doesn't matter. When it matters, they delivered a perfect 5-star performance. So as it stands right now, we have a +10 upgrade to work with that we can poach players away from the Blues. But we also get to go spin that beloved, juicy, sexy wheel. It is time to spin the wheel, baby. +20 dev trade increase, steroid system training, which is +2 to an athletic attribute, or the Monstars. I wouldn't say I had any personal preference. I think the +20 for where our squad is at right now is, I don't know, I think Monstars is probably the best role, but a +20 is definitely going to help us out here. So we have the +10 that we earned from the 5-star performance. That is now doubled. We are working with 20 potential upgrade points as we go try to find upgrades from that blue squad. And I'm going to need you guys to vote on this one in the comments. There's 2 upgrades scenarios that I think are worth discussing. One is like our swing for the fences. And that is, we got T. Higgins here, who would cost 17 of our 20 points, but would give us a wide receiver 1. Would give us a target. I'm really worried about our passing offense long-term, the sustainability. But when you have someone like T. Higgins, who at 6'4", is just going to be able to jump up and get it. And then he does have some pink slippy traits. Maybe not straight line speed, but that 97 jumping, 95 spec catch. we can work with that. I do think getting a wide receiver 1 for Anthony Richardson would be very important. We also could get a nice little improvement here on the defensive line, maxing it out at 20 by bringing in Javon Dexter, the rookie out of Florida. 6'6", 312. Definitely pink slippy type player. 84 strength, 80 acceleration, 76 speed, 82 hit power. Gator bias aside, that is scenario 1. That would allow us to kind of go a little bit top heavy, go quality over quantity, and add in T. Higgins. Scenario 2 would allow us to get 3 players and improve, maybe not get, obviously, the quality of a T. Higgins, but we'd be able to ship off JT Woods, 68 normal, to bring in Trevon Moehrig, who is a 76 star dev, 6'2", 90 speed, 90 acceleration, 89 hit power. Looks pretty good. That would be 8 points of our 20. We'd be able to send Davion Nixon and get back a hidden dev rookie, Mozzie Smith, 6'3", 337. Would complement what we have right now at defensive tackle. 94 strength, 77 acceleration, 74 speed. That is a great athletic profile for a nose tackle. This would also be 8 points. So we're sitting at 16, and to get the last 4, we could send our depth linebacker, Chance Campbell, and bring in another hidden dev. And we're going to cheese it a little bit. We won't spend that point because obviously that would make it a little over our price range. And that is bringing in Trenton Simpson, who would start for us, not at middle linebacker. I think we'd probably go, if we made this deal, Trenton Simpson, left outside linebacker, Troy Anderson in the middle, Tyndall at right. But 6'2", 230, hidden dev, 70 overall, 91 speed, 95 acceleration, 89 hit power, 79 tackle, 77 strength, 94 jumping. Big time freak here in Trenton Simpson. So I think there's arguments, pros and cons either way. I think where our squad is at, adding 3, nice upgraded starters is very nice. We'd probably actually almost have to shift around our team captains here a little bit to protect. I think Mozzie Smith for sure would be someone that we want to look at because of his ceiling. But scenario 1 gives us the biggest player, gives us a superstar talent that can help us at maybe my biggest weakness right now. Because first, this is all on the defense side of the moment. Defense was great. We won with JT Woods, Nixon, and Chance Campbell. So it's up to you guys here. I'm gonna go at the disadvantage of because I want to get 2 games in here. I'm gonna let you guys vote on this trade, and I'm gonna go into the second game without making any additions, and we'll be able to kick that off the next episode. Because I really like. Sometimes I can decide. Sometimes I'll just do it right away. Don't really need to pull the room. There's a clear and obvious decision. This one here, hey, let me know in the comments. What direction are we going? Are we getting T. Higgins? Or are we going for the 3-man defensive upgrade? Let me know. Got some fallout here, maybe some upgrades. One is for the camp standout Nolan Smith. Did not have the biggest game. Got a half sack. But we got a win, so we should get some X. Oh, usually sometimes it will throw you a little bit of sympathy XP. We obviously did not qualify for that. Keys to victory. We want to hold them under a certain amount of passing yards. And we absolutely cooked them there. So that is very nice. 4,500 XP plus 10 staff points. Big Red's tree's already pretty full. Again, another reason why we chose Andy Reid. Because if our team's going to be this bad, I want the guy that has almost all of his coaching tree done at this point so we can get all those boosts. And the last upgrade is talking about Anthony Richardson. We want to see... Ooh. Attribute. I want to see steady. We'll go with the XP reward here. 2,500 XP. I mean, he did his job. A couple bad sacks here, a couple rookie mistakes, a little bit of growing pain, but also can't ask for much more out of him, given the offense that he's surrounded with. And we have a lot of upgrades, especially the corner room. JT Woods, part of that trade. I mean, there's no extra 1 point, because now we're going to be 1 to the good on that 3-way trade, but makes it a little bit more attainable. You could probably spend that point on Trenton Simpson if you wanted to. We'd still be able to get it across, but that big boost to all our DBs, very, very nice. Got a nice +3 here for Zion McCollum. Riley Moss, team captain. Pump that in. Let's make this guy scheme fit here. There's just something about him, man. I feel like you make him a scheme fit. He's really good at hammered out. Anthony Richardson gets an upgrade. Screw it. That's pink slip archetype right there. Strong arm. +1 awareness, 2 mid. Spending our points here real quick. Big Red. Like, as you can see, the tree is looking pretty nice. Could work on the XP here boost for Deuce Vaughn, but I think given the youth on the defensive line, let's max this out. There we go. In game 2, even though we're going in this short-handed in terms of upgrades, I'm confident with how our defense played. the splash plays we got out of our offense, we are going to find a way to shock the world and start this goddamn thing 2-0. But take a look at the Jags. They got Justin Herbert under center, Alvin Kamara, Keenan Allen. Not only Keenan Allen, you got Devin Duvernay, who's a really, really tough to stop. In terms of, like, again, looking at players that could be upgraded, Devin Duvernay, definitely a target. Jakeem Grant could also be a pink slippy type target. They got Dallas Goedert at tight end. Okay, it's a little bit of a different monster than what we just saw, for sure. A couple upgrades there, potentially. Ricky Stromberg at center. Looking at the defense. What's really standing out is like, yeah, that is our target. But look at us, man. Look at the confidence. We were window shopping. I thought this was going to be all doom and gloom, just focusing on like how badly we're going to lose. Derek Stingley. This guy, you gotta need to get a big win on that one, but Derek Stingley would be pretty cool. You got that dev trait, right? Okay. Derek Stingley would be nice. John Abrams tank. Shout out to 4 years ago when he was our guy in our Raiders franchise. Got Jaquan Brisker there at safety. I mean, I'm seeing a team that like we could beat. I'm not overly impressed by what they got. Yeah, they got some good guys on offense, but we got a lot of momentum right now. Let's go 2-0. Oh shit, we got an upgrade here for Andy Isabella from training. So now this would make the T. Higgins upgrade only a 16. So we could probably throw in an alternative. Would be we could make the Trenton Simpson linebacker upgrade with Campbell. Oh, they went the other direction. Dallas Goedert, most underrated tight end in the NFL. Oh. No chance on that, man. Absolute dot.
Mine.
Oh, he does. He throws at least one. Riley Moss, interception. That's our 4th pick. An absolute ball hawking secondary. Holy, that's... You know, Dak was throwing gimmies. That one there was an earned interception. Look at that, man. Competing, jumps the route on Keenan Allen, man. What a play, Riley Moss. There's something about that guy. The read option. They're terrified of Anthony Richardson getting the ball. They really should be terrified of that Mighty Mouse right there. Here's where I'm scared. Anytime we got to try to throw the football, not a lot of confidence at all. Actually, I don't know. That's either going to be intentional grounding or I got thumped on that play. Could be roughing the passer, and it is. Let's go. What is this play? It's not a particularly great play, if I got to be honest with you. Nope, didn't like anything about that, and we'll take the points. All right. Getting back to a check down offense.
Mine.
Oh my God! What is this? Who's making the thumbnail? Deuce Vaughn or the unicorn? Okay, easy. That's a Dak Prescott interception right there. Oh, read that one wrong. Oh, that's... They were going to get their points eventually, man. Good throw. Herbert, Keenan Allen got that chemistry from that old league that doesn't exist anymore. That's a hell of a play, man. Maybe a little more aggressiveness from Zion McCollum to jump that. If that was Riley Matt. What would Riley Moss get? Or it's Woods. If that was Riley Moss, he'd probably get there. There we go. Easy completion. First completion of the K for Anthony Richardson. Good block. 70. I like seeing that. Oh, yeah, man. You guys were right. Deuce Vaughn was the option. That's the call. I don't think we're missing Tyquan Thornton. Good. Deuce Vaughn really had to do a lot of work there to make him miss. We'll take the points. There's something about Riley Moss, man. I feel like he's just not as fast as he should be. God damn it. You know what, though? He stuck. He prevented the touchdown. We'll look at the positives on that. Man, Keenan Allen, dude. We just bring the blitz. Worked last time. Who is that? Damian Harris. All right, well, we got enough time to get the lead going into halftime. We get Musgrave here. Just burn past. Come on. Come on. You make ridiculous catches last week. Drop what's probably 50-yard pass. Can you make up for this? Same play. Same play, baby. It's coming right to you. Oh, and he dropped it again! Come on! There we go. Finally, someone else takes one of my Anthony Richardson S sacks. Great job, Nolan Smith. There we go, Deuce. Here we go, Deuce. Trying to get us in a field goal range. 2nd and 6. Throw it away. Whew. I'm very scared about taking a sack. If they say field goal here, I might just take it so we get the points. I will. 46 yards. Going to halftime with a lead. More important than what? Let's be honest. Probably Anthony Richardson sack. And we go in halftime down. We played too damn well. Riley Moss has carried this team too much to go into halftime with anything less than a lead. The second half, too. That's another reason why. Playing smart football. And we just got Deuce Vaughn doing what Deuce Vaughn does. Easy read. Now, in our Cardinals franchise, play action passes result in a sack 80% of the time. Will be any different here because we are running the football so much. I don't know. Isabella makes the grab. Holy, what a juke. That might also be a late hit. I'd throw 15 on that. Is T. Higgins waiting at the airport right now? Or is Isabella doing enough to keep his job? Justin Herbert off the field. It's great. That's the best defense you possibly can. As Deuce Vaughn runs in untouched. Who's been the star? So is it Deuce or Riley? You know, it could be both. You can have one on offense, one on defense. But if I had to pick one, Deuce Vaughn or Riley Moss, who's been the guy yet? Who's him? Who? Who else? Who else? Another PB, Riley Moss. Keep adding them up. 3rd and 4. We got Troy Anderson here. Gonna try to cover the sticks. That's what I thought. Where are you gonna go? Oh, okay. Where are you gonna go? Fucking guy wide open. Oh, it's a big grab. Massive tackle. Troy Anderson. Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough assignment. Oh. That ugly Jags run defense creeping back and over 100. Half-star scoring Deuce Vaughn. 3rd and 1. I'm going to throw it just because I think it's 4-down territory as long as we don't need a sack here. You already see what I'm seeing. You already see what I'm seeing again. Deuce Vaughn, a weapon out of the backfield. I thought we might want to go for 2 there. All right, we'll take the 1. Pink slips, though, man. We are hanging with these teams on all bad. Loving it. I was getting ready to be super frustrated. Get the mute F-bomb button ready. It's been mostly good. Oh, and Riley Moss. You tested. He's Sauce Gardner 2.0. Rookie that's coming in dominating. Diab. Oh, he had him.
Mine.
Riley Moss! Holy shit! What is this? Terrible. I mean, that's on us to make that a terrible throw. Immense pressure on Justin Herbert. And another interception for Riley Moss. And then, like, look, Riley Moss steps up, and then Deuce Vaughn's like, oh, yeah, no, it's my show. I'm the star, not you. I don't know, though, man. This is better than I could not have scripted this any better, to be honest with you. Besides the Grand Canyon. Oh, this. Now, I will say, pink slips, no place for vultures. I don't even want to score there. Man, that would have been second rushing touchdown for Deuce Vaughn, which is a half star, but you know what? The Canadian me's fine with Chase Brown getting involved. What was that? What is this play? Dude, come on. What? What is this? You know what? They would give it to him because the running back in the area, but that is the greatest bounce shot of all time. Justin Herbert, I know he has a cannon. Justin Herbert just threw this ball at the ground, and it went. We'll say that's the 15. Oh, it goes out of the stadium. What a monster Justin Herbert is. All right, whatever. Whatever. Take your garbage time score. I don't know if this is going to be a 5-star. It might. We might have back-to-back 5s. I did not see this happening. I mean, we're just going to get quicker to that 75 overall threshold where we can lose players. Oh, Deuce Vaughn, 7 yards shy. Buck 93, 7 yards of getting a full star. 200 yards rushing. We'll calculate this one up. I don't think it's a 5, but it could. It could surprise us. All right, so take a look at the scoring here. We won the game, which is worth 1 star. We had the turnover battle, which is worth a half star. Looking at our player stats, no scoring for Anthony Richardson. We got a half star for Deuce Vaughn, getting 193 yards. We'll come back to that in just a second. Because on the defensive side, you know, Riley Moss, incredible. He gets a 1.5 stars for 3 interceptions. He gets 1 full star for a defensive touchdown, his pick 6. It ends up being a 4.5 star performance. Now, we've kind of always had this fine line of like, because Deuce Vaughn here had a rushing and receiving touchdown, where the scoring technically says, you know, you need 2 rush touchdowns, 2 receiving touchdowns. It's kind of the fine line. I feel like if we're going by the letter of the law, there's no scoring there. So we are going to go with a 4.5 star performance here against the Jaguars, which gives us a +9 upgrade. So you guys are going to have 2 different trade scenarios. Our team's going to look vastly different come episode 3 of Pink Slips. Goddamn right, we got an upgrade. Riley Moss, beautiful. Pumping his points as well into scheme fit. I feel like that's up in his swagger rating. And we got an opportunity, man, to get player of the week. When we roll a player of the week, it's a +1 upgrade to some category on a player. We might have a chance to get 2 here with Riley Moss and Deuce Vaughn both having ridiculous games. Like, there's no way Riley Moss is not getting defensive player of the week. So we're going to be able to get a nice little upgrade there for him, which it is. It might actually have a straight-up breakout player, but it is for both Deuce Vaughn and Riley Moss. Get their little player of the week upgrades. Before we even get to give him the upgrade, Deuce Vaughn earned 1 on the week just from, you know, cashing in that XP. So he's up to a 73. And now let's go bump him for getting player of the week. Feel like, can't do, you know, it has to be, and I think last year the rule, we couldn't bump speed or acceleration or anything like that. That's for the steroid upgrade. We have to more so look at his actual base attributes here. And I think, you know, we can go up 1 point. So maybe we'll take as much as we can here on elusive back and bring it up to a 74. So there we go. We get some addition here to his spin and juke move. Now let's go upgrade Riley Moss. I think it's an easy upgrade for Riley Moss because we're trying to make him a man-to-man scheme fit. So we're going to try to bump up his man to a 70 off of 69, even though 69 is nice. We want to try to make that let's go down here. Just straight up go into man coverage. And it brings his man up to 70, which we can only get +2 on that one, but we will bring his man coverage up to a 66. And there's his +1. I'm going to have 5 trade scenarios for you guys between our 2 victories. I will also pin them in the comment section below. I need you guys to vote on a trade scenario for both of our victories. But we're going to start here with the most recent against the Jags. We have 9 points to be working with. Here is the first big upgrade, kind of an all-or-nothing upgrade. We have Hodges Tomlinson, 68 normal dev, rookie. And we'd be able to spend all 9 upgrade points to bring in Derek Stingley Jr., 77 star dev corner, second-year player out of LSU, 93 speed, 92 acceleration, 93 agility, 91 jumping. That'd be a good gift for the secondary, man. Him, Riley Moss, knowing Riley Moss is going to be a breakout. We got Zion McCollum. He kind of fits our identity for sure if we want to spend all of our points in one upgrade. Or we could diversify our 9 points and get better on the offense at 2 different positions. One would be sending Froholt, our 66 normal dev center, who's 27 years old, and we would bring in Ricky Stromberg, 22-year-old rookie out of Arkansas, 70 overall with a dev trait, spending 4 points right there. Also another legitimate athlete, very solid. And I really do want to show a little TLC to our offensive line. I want to get that offensive line even better than what it is. And then we have Musgrave, who did stand out in the first game, had a couple bad drops in the second game. He's a rookie, 66 normal dev. And we could spend 5 points, maxing out all 9, to bring in Sam Laporta, another rookie, 71 with a hidden dev trait. Good athlete as well. Very similar build to what we're working with Musgrave. 86 speed, 89 acceleration, 79 catching. Again, no real preference. I think I might be leaning this way just because it's 2 upgrades and I get to prioritize the offensive line a little bit because our secondary's been great. I mean, Derek Stingley would be a great addition, but those are our 2 upgrades from the Jags game. Let me know in the comments which one we're going to make, and I'll give you guys also a quick refresher from our first victory, the 3 scenarios for us to go upgrade the team. Our team is going to look vastly different next episode after you guys decide who we're bringing in. And from our first victory, we had a 20-point upgrade. We could spend 19 of that 20. Andy Isabella and Davion Nixon, and we'd be able to add Javon Dexter and superstar wide receiver T. Higgins. Or scenario 2 would be spending all 20 and doing Higgins for Isabella and sending Chance Campbell, 66 normal, to bring in Trenton Simpson, a very pink slippy linebacker with a dev trait as well. Or the third and final option is keeping that Campbell-Simpson upgrade, upgrading Davion Nixon, 65 normal, to Mozzie Smith, 73 hidden dev. Also very pink slippy player, 94 strength, speed, acceleration. Ticks off a lot of boxes. And then a big upgrade in the safety room, sending normal dev JT Woods for safety, Trevon Moehring, 76 star dev. So maybe a little less quality. We don't add a superstar wide receiver in T. Higgins, but we get better at 3 different positions. So between all of these upgrades, I need 1 from the Jags win, 1 from the Blues win, and it's all on you guys. 100%. I'm not really leaning any way. I'm saying because I know we got 2 wins under our belt, maybe we splurge on T. Higgins. I don't know. It's on you guys. Let me know in the comment section below, and we will kick off Pink Slips again before too long. I think tomorrow is going to be a return back to the Cardinals franchise, which will be fun. I can't wait to dive into that, but let me know, what are we doing? Who are we adding to the Bison? And I'll see you guys back in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. If it's your first time stopping by, you enjoyed the wild world of Pink Slips, hit that subscribe button. Likes are appreciated. 1,000 likes on every Pink Slip upload. Helps out my channel with the YouTube robots. And I'll see you back in the next one. Peace out. Love ya. Have a good one.